Through all of this stuff we've mentioned, obviously the one constant has been Nitro Circus. So did you ever see it becoming a global brand like this?
Absolutely not, and that's what was really interesting because we started a DVD series just because I had the only foam pit and I just liked to film the guys, and we had this kind of almost like a cult following. Just people like to see crashes. So it was just action sports, DVD montage crashes. It got picked up on Fuel TV, and then Johnny Knoxville called up. It's like, hey, you guys want to be on MTV? It's like, I mean, not really my favorite network, but yeah, that sounds cool. I mean, ever since they stopped playing music videos, it's like, what the heck? But anyway, that's another subject entirely. Got on MTV. Knoxville turned out to be such an awesome dude. Helped us out so much. Jeff Tremaine helped us so much. Built the brand up to where a promoter in Australia was like, hey, come on over, we'll do a live show. And it took us like 2 years. We're like, what can we offer? Like, we got the Krusty Tour over there. Like, what can we do that they can't? And the Gigantoramp was the solution. And we're like, man, we can jump couches and coolers, and we can just play around and try new tricks, and we can have landings with pads, and like, this is gonna be awesome. So we went and just hucked ourselves. Everyone pretty much almost died in the first show. And the crowd loved it. And we're like, well, I don't think we can do this more than like twice a year, but this is freaking rad. So then we had to work on safety a little bit, work on landings, work on the pads, airbags, that kind of stuff. But right now we're doing 70 shows a year, and the guys are throwing down world's first in every show. And it's the biggest conglomeration of rednecks and crazy motherfuckers you've ever seen. All ADHD, all hard workers, all really good people, really respectful, which is something that I feel originally action sports didn't have credit for, so it's pretty neat. We call almost everyone on tour a unicorn. We've got a whole cast of circus unicorns. It's quite cool.
And obviously the show's run for quite a few years now. So what would you say the biggest thing you've learned is, and maybe the best change you've made across those years?
Give the crowd what they want. Give the people what they want. No, it's funny because at first I thought, look, everything needs to be the biggest and the best. And it does for that 10% of the audience. And my goal is that every person that comes to Nitro Circus that understands what's going on sees those worlds first, and they understand that this is the gnarliest stuff that's ever. But at the end of the day, when we have our biggest backflip tricks, if we have too many backflip tricks in a row, even though they're the gnarliest things we do the whole show, the crowd's like, oh, it's a backflip trick. Oh, it's another backflip trick. That's like 4 backflip tricks in a row, guys, come on. Even though one's a double grab, one's a rock solid, and one's a holy grab backflip, most of the crowd doesn't understand how hard a holy grab backflip is. It's stupid, it's crazy. And you're doing this stuff on snowmobiles too? Come on, really? But you can only show so much. And where the entertainment comes from, and where the crowd really loses their mind, is the contraptions. And taking things that they understand, like the next tour in Australia, and hopefully we'll bring that when we're not doing a winter tour to Europe, slip and slide. So we'll actually allow the crowd loves to be participation. The crowd loves to actually be in the show. And it's scary, and it's a high risk, and it's not cheap for lawyers, but to pull people in and put them on a motorcycle, have them do a backflip, stuff like that. We want to have a slip and slide from the top of the arenas where crowds can actually come in and hit a jump like the Gigantoramp, pretty much side by side with the Gigantoramp into a pool. Okay, a little crazy, yeah, a little out there, but if we can pass it by lawyers, like, this is what the crowd wants. So give the people what they want.
And finally, what's next for Nitro Circus? Did I hear somewhere that there's an event of some kind coming?
Nitro World Games, to be announced very shortly, but at the end of the day, we're going to Salt Lake City, Utah, with the first World Championship that's open to the world. It's not, we want to bring up action sport from the ground up. Camps like Woodward are amazing, but everyone's like, how do I get into Nitro Circus? It's unattainable. And we need the youth to understand that action sports are attainable. If you go to a show, I want to make sure that if you want an autograph from one of the guys, you can get it. I don't want to perform, and all the guys that are making the money guys are like, dude, we should go, we can go to South Africa, and we can sell out a 50 or 60,000 seat stadium. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We'll go to a 12, 15,000 seat stadium. We'll get to every kid out there. We'll sign their autograph. We'll give some people in the crowd some scooters, some bikes, get them into this stuff. And at the end of the day, let's keep building it safer. Let's keep building it more fun. And we'll have a world championships where the best in the world will do tricks that have never been done before, because the ramps are going to continue to evolve. Yeah. That's the only flaw that I see in X Games and X Fighters, that the ramps have been the same for forever. And it's a 4-day event. Even X Fighters, the guys do the same run every time. Like, I want variation. I want to see something different. I want to see something bigger. I want to see people fly. And this is what we're trying to bring, and also trying to do it safer where we have resi landings and bag landings. And a lot of people say that that's not real, doesn't count. And it might not count, but at the end of the day, you get to see stuff that you've never seen. You get to see people walk away from it. And as a father now, and a husband to a wife that's in the show, and a friend to all the riders that are in the show, I want to see these guys be able to try stuff that's bigger, go higher, do crazier stuff, but I want to see them live.